What's up everyone? Welcome back for another video. Thanks for joining me. If you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, you're awesome. Thank you. Let's get into the video, which is talking about the pricing of the new 2023 Colorado / GMC Canyon. And I got a comment that I talk with my hands too much, so I'm going to try not to talk with my hands. This week, I don't know if it was an official release or not, but the pricing for mainly the Chevy Colorado has come out. I found a couple things on the GMC Canyon. I can't find one specific pricing that I'm looking for, and we'll get to that in a minute, but let's talk about it. So before we get too far into the video, if you go, and I'll actually link it in the corner up over here, I do have a more in-depth video comparing the GMC Canyon to the Chevy Colorado ZR2. If you want to go check that one out, I do have like a reaction video also of the revealing of the Chevy Colorado. So if you want a little bit more technical info on it, go check those out. So just a quick rundown of it. So the new 2023 Colorado and the GMC Canyon, they'll be available for purchase the first half of 2023. On GMC's website, I saw something about spring 2023, so hopefully they're out by then, but we'll see. If you follow along with the channel, you know I have complained in the past about the Nissan Z that was supposed to be released, I want to say in 2021, and it's still the end of 2022, and I don't think there's a regular Nissan Z out on the street. There's only some proto specs, and also there's only automatics because they're having problems with the manual transmissions, and who knows when they're going to solve that, but that's a story for a later date. I mean, even considering that the Ford Mustang isn't even announced when it's going to be released yet, and I've already seen more pictures of those on the streets than the Z, but it doesn't matter. We're talking about the Chevy and the GMC Colorado Canyon. So a quick rundown of it. It's a full redesign, which I'm kind of excited about because it looks pretty damn good. They added a Trail Boss trim package to the Colorado, and I mean, I guess a con, it doesn't matter for me. There's only one cabin size and bed size, so I don't remember if it's crew, extended cab. I don't remember which is which. I think the crew cab is the regular 4-door with the 5-foot bed, or you could get the extended cab with the 6-foot bed, or vice versa, which however that combination works. No more of that. It's only the 4-door with the short bed. Also, this year, this model year, generation or whatever, it's only coming with the turbo 4-cylinder. There's no more V6 model or diesel model. So if you were excited for, I know a lot of people are upset that there's no diesel. There's no diesel, there's only a turbo 4, and it seems to only be a 2.7 liter. I don't know if they just tune it down or there's actual more things going on with the high output one to get the horsepower, but there's only one style of engine, but different levels of power. So getting right into it, there's the WT and the LT, which are the base models. Those are available with the 237 horsepower, 259 pound-feet of torque version of that engine. I believe there might be 2 different levels of it, so that's probably the one that they're hyping up more, so you might even come in a little bit lower than that and you have to upgrade to that. The ZR2 is the only one that comes standard with the high output turbo, which is 310 horsepower, 430 torque. Then the Trail Boss and the Z71 can be upgraded to that. I don't know what engine it comes with otherwise. It might just come with the 237, 259 engine, and you have to upgrade, but whatever. Then real quick, we'll talk about the towing and towing capacity. I believe it's the same. I don't remember if that was the same. It's 7,700 pounds, which I don't think it's going to be that on especially the ZR2, or I guess the at4x Canyon. I don't think it's going to be that. It's probably about 5,500, which I think I saw somewhere. Available towing capacity of 7,700 pounds, and the one picture that I saw, it said 5,500 pounds as shown, and that was the at4x. So based on suspension, the ZR2 and the at4x, you're not going to have the full towing capacity, but I believe that's up. Towing capacity is up 500 pounds from the previous generations, which was only 5,000. So my truck is only 5,000 pound towing capacity, and these are 5,500. Let's talk about the pricing. I do have a little sheet that I'll probably just throw on the screen really quick. If you want, you can pause it and look at all the different pricings. I'm just going to give a quick rundown of what I found on the internet if you don't want to pause it. So we're going to talk about the Colorado first. It starts at $30,695, and the 2022 version of it started at $26,135, which is a difference of $4,500 $60. So prices went up a little bit, but that's going to happen because prices just always go up. Every generation, they always raise the prices. Look at my video on the Honda Civic Type R. I'll link that up here. I complained about the price and how much that is now, that they raised it so much with this generation. Just bound to happen. That's life. So Trail Boss is starting at $38,495, and if you want to upgrade to the full power engine, it's $38,890, which you do the math on that. There was no Trail Boss previously, so we don't have how much of a raise that is from last generation to this generation. So moving right along, the Z71 is $41,395, and it's up $5,595 from last generation. With my quick research, that's the most increase so far from last generation to this generation. And then we have the ZR2, which is $48,295, and that's up $4,695 from last generation. I know it's a lot of numbers, but hopefully you were able to follow along with that one. Also, there's the ZR2 Desert Boss, which is $57,590, which is getting on the ridiculous side, and these are kind of the reasons I wanted to make this video. Now, getting right into the GMC, which is really the main reason I wanted to make this video. It starts at $38,095, which is a Trail Boss level trim for the Chevy. So if you, I guess, want something comparable, it would be the Trail Boss. The Canyon is supposed to be a little bit more luxury and whatnot, so I get that. My next quick research, because I couldn't find a pricing sheet on the Canyons, I couldn't find the regular AT4X version, which would be the ZR2 version, I think. They also have a AT4X Edition 1, which I think is supposed to be the same as the ZR2 Desert Boss. I don't know if it's limited. I don't know what extra stuff they're putting in it, but that comes in at a whopping $66,290. That's completely ridiculous. So that's where this video takes a turn. So here we go. Chris is going to complain about the dealerships once again. So obviously it's going to be very hard to find one of these vehicles at MSRP pricing, but it could be done. And if you don't need one right now, you could wait it out and it will be done at some point. So this price tag of 66 grand is completely ridiculous, in my opinion, considering the Ranger Raptor, which comes 392 horsepower and 430 torque, is estimated, I don't think they have an actual number yet, it's estimated at $44,500, which that's a bit of a discount compared to the GMC. Now, I just searched a couple of other vehicles really quick just to get some pricing, comparable pricing on the GMC AT4X Edition 1 of other vehicles that you could go for, or if you just spend a little extra money, you could get. I know this list is a little bit of randomness. It's mainly focused around pickup trucks. If you're shopping for a pickup truck, you kind of just want a pickup truck. They're very convenient. If you haven't had a pickup truck and you're getting your first one, you're never going to want to go back from a pickup truck, at least for myself. Let's get into the pricing of these different vehicles that you could get instead of the GMC Canyon. So, once again, these prices are all subjective to whatever you can find at your nearest dealership or across the country and you just drive it home. But let's just start off because this thing is 66 grand, which I think is completely ridiculous. You could get a 2022 Raptor. I'm pretty sure you could probably find one somewhere in the country that's at a dealership still, because they probably have them marked up, and if you just wait a little bit longer, you'll be able to get this at MSRP. A 2022 Raptor starting at $70,555. I don't know who comes up with these damn prices, but you could get one for a little more than 4 grand more, and you're in a full-size truck. Then moving right along, a 2023 Raptor is 76 grand, so now you're 10 grand more, and that's getting a little ridiculous here. 2022 Chevy Silverado ZR2 is 68 grand. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of them. I do have a video kind of complaining that it's kind of not a great truck, but just for reference, you could get one for 68 grand, which is only 2 grand more than this Canyon. Then I know it's a very old vehicle at this point, but the Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro, which would be the same mid-size half-ton, quarter-ton truck, whatever the hell they're called, that is $46,685. And if you're thinking these are in 2 different classes, if you go on GMC's website and look at this Canyon, there's actually a comparison. You can actually click to compare AT4X to the Tacoma TRD Pro. So they're a direct competitor, but their price is $20,000 more. I don't think that's a direct competitor. Then also we have the Ram Rebel which is another off-roady truck, full size once again. That's 53 grand, so you're actually at a discount by getting a Ram Rebel, and most people that buy these trucks aren't doing the full-blown off-roading that these things are capable of. So something like that would be perfectly fine for you. And then we'll just get into the only SUV on the list that I put, and like I said earlier, I specifically left out SUVs because we're talking about pickup trucks here. But the Bronco Raptor is 73 grand. For 7 grand more than the AT4X First Edition, you have a super capable truck. More than you'll ever need. So yes, in today's day and age, you're probably not going to find these vehicles for these prices because dealerships are being completely ridiculous right now and everything's marked up. Hopefully these manufacturers start doing something about it. I know Ford's trying to do some stuff to get these dealerships to get a little bit less ridiculous. We'll see, time will tell. Keep your fingers crossed for that. That's it. That's where I stand on this. It's a very nice looking truck. It looks awesome. I'm sure it's perfectly capable, and I'm sure you won't be upset owning it. But Edition 1, I don't think you need that. Just go AT4X, which is probably the same thing. Edition 1 probably comes with like a plaque and like 2 extra things, and it's probably about 10 grand more than the AT4X, even though I couldn't find the pricing on it or whatever. Let me know what you think. Is this price completely ridiculous? 66 grand with today's interest rates. I think it's a big ask. If you could afford it, good for you. Let me know what you think. Are there any other vehicles you would consider buying instead of this? I didn't do the Nissan Frontier because it looks cool, but I haven't been following along enough to know if they have a very off-roady or a very capable one, so that's why that one's not on the list. If you have a different vehicle you think you would get instead of spending 66 grand on a GMC Canyon, let me know down below. I will see you guys in the next one. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave some comments, and all that good stuff. If you want to support the channel, use the affiliate links down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.